When the Chinese entertainment industry first brought Deng and Xueer together in a single project, expectations were surprisingly moderate. On paper, they did not seem like the most obvious pairing. Deng had built a reputation as a calm, introspective actor whose performances leaned towards subtle emotional depth, often communicating more through silence than words. Meanwhile, Xueer carried a vibrant, expressive presence shaped by her background as an idol, radiating charm, energy, and a natural brightness that easily captured attention. At first glance, these contrasting styles appeared almost incompatible. Some viewers even questioned whether their differences might create a disconnect on screen rather than harmony. However, as the project unfolded, something far more intriguing began to take shape. Instead of clashing, their differences started to blend in a way that felt unexpectedly balanced. Deng restraint provided a steady emotional anchor, while Xueer's expressiveness added movement and color, creating a dynamic that gradually drew viewers in. What made this pairing particularly compelling was not an immediate spark, but a slow, almost organic evolution. In the early stages, there were subtle signs of adjustment, moments where both actors seemed to be finding a shared rhythm. But as the story progressed, those small gaps disappeared, replaced by interactions that felt increasingly natural. It was as if the boundary between performance and genuine connection began to blur, inviting the audience to look closer and question what they were really witnessing. The mysterious this that fans keep talking about does not point to a single dramatic incident, but rather a collection of subtle, almost fleeting moments that, when pieced together, create a powerful impression. These are the kinds of moments that might go unnoticed at first glance, yet linger in the mind long after the scene ends. In several scenes, Deng reactions toward Xueer carried a level of attentiveness that felt deeply personal. His gestures were gentle, almost instinctive, as though they were not entirely dictated by the script. One widely discussed instance involved a small adjustment he made during a scene, a movement so natural that it felt less like acting and more like a spontaneous response. It was not exaggerated or overly dramatic, but precisely because of that, it resonated strongly with viewers. Eye contact became another focal point of discussion. In acting, sustained eye contact is a powerful tool used to convey emotion, but what unfolded between them seemed to go beyond technical execution. There was a lingering quality in their gaze, a sense of unspoken communication that added layers to their interactions. It created the impression that something more was happening beneath the surface, something that could not be fully explained by scripted dialogue alone. These details, though subtle, were enough to ignite widespread curiosity. Fans began replaying scenes, analyzing expressions, and sharing their interpretations online. The question quickly spread: was this simply the result of exceptional acting, or was there an authentic connection influencing their performances? What sets Deng and Xueer apart is the way their chemistry unfolds without appearing forced. In many productions, chemistry is carefully constructed through rehearsals, direction, and deliberate performance choices. Here, however, the connection feels almost effortless, as if it developed naturally rather than being engineered. Their interactions flow with a sense of ease that is difficult to replicate artificially. Even in emotionally intense scenes, there is no sense of overacting or exaggeration. Instead, their performances are grounded, allowing emotions to emerge in a way that feels genuine and relatable. This subtlety creates a stronger impact, drawing viewers deeper into the story without making them feel manipulated. Behind-the-scenes glimpses further reinforce this impression. In various clips, the two appear relaxed and comfortable around each other, sharing laughter and engaging in lighthearted conversations. These moments, though informal, play a crucial role in building trust between actors. When performers feel at ease with one another, it often translates into more authentic interactions on screen. There is also a noticeable sense of flexibility in their acting. Certain scenes carry a spontaneity that suggests room for improvisation. Rather than rigidly adhering to the script, they seem willing to adapt and respond to each other in real time. This kind of creative freedom often leads to more nuanced performances, as actors are able to react naturally rather than mechanically. The line between reality and performance has always been a fascinating aspect of the entertainment world. Actors are trained to create believable emotions, to make audiences feel as though what they are seeing is real, even when it is entirely fictional. In many cases, strong on-screen chemistry is simply the result of skill, discipline, and careful direction. However, in the case of Deng and Xueer, there is an added layer of ambiguity that keeps audiences guessing. While it is entirely possible that their chemistry is purely professional, there is a certain authenticity in their interactions that makes people question that assumption. It is not necessarily about romance, but about a deeper level of understanding and connection that enhances their performances. At the same time, it is important to remain grounded. The entertainment industry thrives on storytelling, not just within the narrative of a drama, but also in how actors and their relationships are perceived by the public. Strong chemistry can be amplified, highlighted, and even subtly encouraged as part of a project's appeal. This does not diminish the actor's talent, but it does remind us that what we see is often carefully framed. Yet, perhaps that uncertainty is exactly what makes their pairing so captivating. The inability to definitively categorize their connection keeps the conversation alive. It invites interpretation, encourages discussion, and allows each viewer to form their own perspective. The response from fans has been nothing short of intense. Social media platforms are filled with discussions, edits, and reactions that reflect just how deeply their chemistry has resonated. Viewers find themselves emotionally invested, sometimes to the point of questioning whether what they are witnessing is purely fictional. Conversations range from detailed scene analyses to broader theories about their dynamic. Some fans are convinced that everything is simply the result of strong acting, while others believe there is an undeniable spark that goes beyond the screen. This diversity of opinion only adds to the intrigue, turning their pairing into an ongoing topic of fascination. What makes this phenomenon particularly interesting is how it transforms the viewing experience. Instead of passively consuming the story, audiences become active participants, interpreting, speculating, and engaging with the narrative on a deeper level. In this sense, Deng and Xueer have achieved something remarkable. They have turned their on-screen partnership into a shared emotional experience for their audience. In the end, the question of why Deng did this to Xueer may never have a clear, definitive answer. It could be the result of thoughtful acting choices, a natural professional connection, or perhaps a blend of both. What matters more is the effect it has created. Their chemistry has sparked curiosity, stirred emotions, and captured the attention of countless viewers. It serves as a reminder that sometimes, the most compelling moments are not the ones explicitly written in a script, but the ones that emerge unexpectedly. And perhaps that is the true beauty of it all. The mystery, the ambiguity, and the sense that there is always something just beyond what we can fully understand. As long as Deng and Xueer continue to share the screen, that sense of wonder is likely to remain, keeping audiences captivated and eager for more. So after everything we've seen, what do you think? Was it all just incredible acting, or is there something more between Deng and Xueer that we can't fully explain? That mystery is exactly what keeps us watching, analyzing, and maybe feeling just a little too invested. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below, because I really want to know which side you're on. And of course, stay tuned for more stories, theories, and hidden details from your favorite dramas. See you in the next video.